Hello, honeys. So this video today is just, I want to say thank you to everybody. And also Hunter wants to say thank you to everybody too. Say, what do you say?
Thank you very much for your support.
Good boy. So thank you very much for your support about this new channel. Do you want to go upstairs now?
Yes, please.
Go on. Yeah, basically, I just want to say a massive thank you to everybody, basically. Everyone has supported me in this. I was really scared about starting my new channel because I didn't think that, well, I got made to believe that it wasn't me that everybody was watching for. But the amount of messages and people contacting me about it, sorry, I had to open the door for him then. So what I was saying was the amount of people who contacted me and actually came to visit me. I had a visitor yesterday, which, I'll be honest with you, was the last person I would have ever thought would come to visit me. And it was Jordan Boss Thomas. And he came and had a chat with me and put my mind at ease with a lot of things. And just told me, just keep on at it, keep on at it, keep on at it. Do what you're good at. Focus on what you're good at. And just be you. So that made... it's like a big relief off my shoulders then, really. Along with all the messages of other people. Honestly, it's overwhelming how many people were actually supporting me. And who said they were going to continue to support me. So, yeah, basically, that's just a little bit so far. So what I'm going to do today, I'm going to do a little walk around for you about the things I've got in working on and stuff. And the plans for the future about some more one-off builds. I'm not going to go into too much detail about them because it's in my imagination, and my imagination changes now and again. Quite a lot, sometimes. So yeah, I will show you videos. I also got to say a massive, humongous, giganticus thank you to Phil and Jill. Where's the box? There's... As you can see, I'm not holding my camera because Phil and Jill bought me a present. Oh, it's all backwards. But you can see what it is. It's a tripod thing for my phone, and it comes with a button. A magic button, so I can be standing all over here and stop. Didn't think that one through, did I? Now I gotta try and put those two together because it stops instead of pauses. But never mind. I'll have to try and work that one out. But yeah, anyway, I'm going to carry on now with showing you what's about. So there's that little tripod thing. It's cool, proper cool. Helps a lot, fair play, because I don't have to be all wobbly and stuff. So yeah, the monster truck is still here. It haven't had a lot of things done to it. I've made the front bumper and stuff on it, but I also found a way to make it legal, which cost me a little bit of money, because it ended up buying a new chassis, which was a ball ache. So I have actually swapped the whole chassis over on this now to a different chassis, but that will be in a future video. So yeah, the monster truck transit looks proper mean, it's proper tall, it's a beast. Then we got the MX-5 from the Accelerate boys. We've been in contact because obviously, as you've seen, there's not been a lot of work done on this at all. It's just been covered in dust and yeah. So I've had a chat with Drew and we're going to work together on getting all that yellow stuff off, because I can't justify my time, no, that's not the right word. I can't justify my hourly charge just to be standing there all day to wire wheel off all the yellow stuff when he can do it himself. So I'm giving him the opportunity to help him along, because he's done it before anyway, of wire wheeling the underside off. I'm going to get him a nice set of ramps to go on, so we don't have to be lying on the floor in uncomfortable positions on axle stands. Then we have Lewis's Opel Ascona, which is now all in paint apart from the doors. Still got the diffusers and stuff to do, the front bumper splitters and stuff. Obviously the doors up there. But as you see, the cage is all in, all painted, all lovely, all rust free. Bonnet vents are in, very much nice. And then we have the Barkas, which me and the guy have had a chat about, and has put my mind at ease a lot with it. So obviously not going into too much detail with that, because that's between me and the guy, who's one of my mates. So that will be on the channel in the future, of more of the progress of it. Now on to one of my own vehicles, which is my V91. Obviously you've seen this in the previous. You've seen me doing the graffiti sort of things in there. Unfortunately, I was very gutted, to be honest, because I wasn't the shadowing and stuff wasn't videoed. I don't know why, but he didn't seem it point any or whatever. I don't know. Or didn't think I was going to do so much to it or whatever, but it don't matter. But yeah, as you see, there's a lot shadowing on it. So I use an airbrush, a paintbrush on these lines and stuff like that, stone chip, rattle cans, the lot. And I think it turned out pretty fine with my pink calipers and stuff like that. My painted inside me drums. But I'm not using it at the minute because a week after I come back from Modern Arts, my front shock snapped. And I was literally driving up a flat bit of road. So I don't know how that happened. So I welded it back together. You can't see it because it's been a disc. I welded it back together, but I don't trust the rest of the coilovers now, so I'm not going to be using this until I've got a set of coilovers for it. So if Max Speeding Rods, if anybody would like to sponsor me for a set of coilovers for an E91, I'd be much appreciated. My daily that I'm using at the minute is me trusty old Mondeo. I do like that car, apart from being on cut springs. It's quite uncomfortable with a dead shock. So yeah, it's my little 2.2 daily transit engine Mondeo onto a transit with a very knocky engine. So yes, I do have a recovery truck. No, I tend not to use it because it is very knocky and I'm scared it's going to just die on me. My little Mercedes, not sure what the plans are with that. Beautiful little car, totally standard, low mileage, very nice car. Non-runner at the minute, I can't work out what it is, but I have plans for that in the future, but I don't know what yet. That is a rotten old Transit Mark 6 with a Mark 7 front end. That is eventually going to be a spec lift after I've fixed it, all the rest. That is one of the donor vehicles from the Range Rover Transit. That's a tipper. These are old spec lifts, which I want to use. I'm going to go on the other side actually because it's noisy. But I'm going to use those on the back of that. No, that one. Eventually. When I have the time to. So, that is a sea grey 56 plate KA Sport with red interior. And that is a 745 BMW. I don't think I need to say much more about that, but that'll be on the channel eventually. That is just a donor transit for bits from my other ones. This place genuinely looks like an abandoned place, honest to God. So that is an Audi TT Quattro 225 BAM. That and that is a KA Sport, a black one. Another, no, that's an 05 plate one. That is in the Panther Black with cloth interior. TT, KA, I don't need to say no more. That is my donor vehicle for my Escort. So it's got a forged engine, big turbo, the engine's ready for the big power, basically, the forged bits. I do have to do the head on it with the valves and stuff like that, but that's pretty much it. The Metro. I was actually looking at this yesterday. It's just a waste to see it sitting by here like this. Like, it's not the best condition, I'll be honest with you. It really ain't. But it's a Metro. It's pretty solid, to be fair. It has got rust in places, don't get me wrong, but it is pretty solid. Like all inside the legs and stuff like that. It's a pretty solid car. I haven't seen what's like underneath, but, well, recently, like, but when I had a look at it when I put it on the truck, it was pretty solid. It has been lifted up by chains and stuff, which is unfortunate, but it's easy enough to straighten those back out. But yeah, that, I'm not sure what to do with that. Someone has asked me if they wanted me, if I wanted to sell it to them. So there's a possibility I might do that, because it's just a waste being sat by here. And then on to the 205. I bought that ages ago because I got a body kit up the house, which is very rare. I obviously have to make the body kit because it's just the molds for it. But it's a very rare body kit. So that will have a wide arch kit and an engine, which I'm not telling people what it is going to be yet. But yeah, that is a daily I was using. I think it might even still be MOT'd, I don't know. I shouldn't have taken it off the road, I'll be honest with you, because it wasn't. The only thing was wrong with it was the idle control valve. But to take the idle control valve out of it, you have to take off the inlet manifold. And to take the inlet manifold out, you got to take the engine out. So when I took the engine out, me being me, decided to put a 207 GTI engine in it. So it's a 1.6 turbo. It's very tight fitting. Very, very tight fitting. I had it running for 10 seconds, but that's all it would do because you need all the clocks and everything. So I bought a standalone ECU for it. While I was waiting for that to come, it just got parked up out here. And then, yeah, buried. Same with this. It's just time, innit, and money. This is my baby, this is. So it was originally a 530D, which sounded incredible, to be fair. But the diff blew up on it one day and I was constantly getting fuel cut. And I couldn't work out why. So I thought, yeah, I'll take engine out of this one too. And yeah, as you see, there's expanding foam and stuff but it, because I was going to expanding foam those, smooth them off, so there's more of an arch. But then, since it's been parked up out here, I've changed my mind again, and I'm going to put the vents back in. But this one, as I said, I took the engine out of this. Hey, big stingies! I took the engine out of this because it was getting fuel cut. And I put a 1UZ in it. That's the inlet manifold I got ripped off by someone, so I remade it myself. And that's going to have a nice big turbo over there, and a nice big turbo over there. That will be on the channel eventually. This red thing is an Alfa Romeo Mito. As many of you know, or many of you might not know from the previous channel, this was so random for me. I had a guy come down to me. Well, he was messaging me for like 2 days, and that was literally it. He came down to me and he literally said, do what you want to it. So I've been given free rein on this. I'm not showing the front end because I've already done some alterations. But this one is going to be the main, like a film sort of thing. So it's not going to be a detailed build, but it's going to be more like a pimp my ride thing. So what I mean is in a pimp my ride thing is pretty much like the old Pimp My Ride program that used to be on the telly. I want it to be the car dropped off, all standard. They have no idea what I'm doing to it. and then the reveal at the end. So I've been in contact with Levi's mother and father, and they've said basically he wants me to do whatever I want to it, which is unreal, to be fair, because there's not a lot of people in the world who trust their cars with other people, let alone telling them to do what they want with it. So that made me proud and happy, like. But my plan of it, I'm just hoping, is the right idea for what Levi wants. I can't imagine why not to be, because he's seen my previous builds and he likes the way my imagination is. So that's pretty much what it's going to be. My imagination totally on it, and I'll be honest with you, the parts I've done on the front so far, it looks like a different car, and it does look really nice. Obviously I can't show you yet, because if Levi watches it, it's not going to be a surprise for him. And I want his genuine reaction when he comes through the door, or I open up the rollers or whatever. So yeah, that's just my little explanation and my little show-ins of what's going on in the future for this channel. Obviously there will be other things as well, like customers' vehicles in and out, because I do need to focus on customers' vehicles more than my own. A lot of the cars outside, people have said to me, well, just like, obviously you might have seen in my previous ones, I was struggling with money for a bit. And they said, well, why don't you just sell the things you got? And like, as you've seen, the state of them all out there, there's not worth $1,000 between them all. So I would have sold all my vehicles for a month's rent, and that just wasn't viable because they owe me a lot more than that. So yeah, in the condition they are, they're not worth nothing, but once they're all done, hopefully they will be. But yeah, that's again, thank you so much for your support. From in the dark place I was a week or so ago, I feel a lot better in myself now. Still not 100%, I'll be honest with you, but I'm getting there, Like, I've had a lot of relief lifted off my shoulders. Speaking to people, getting rid of people, yeah, it's just the way it is, isn't it? But yeah, again, thank you so much for watching, guys. Thank you for liking, thank you for subscribing, and hopefully I'll be able to entertain you all again with my shitty camera skills, because yeah. But Phil, again, thank you very much, bud, for this little thing and the little tripod thing. It is amazing. It's helped me so much because I can use me both hands now. So yeah, have a nice day, guys. Bye.